Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream and changed the face of this world. Students at Tri-C and CSU share their dreams with one another at a Martin Luther King Jr. celebration.
And the groundhog says 6 more weeks. How much longer will Old Man Winter keep showing his wicked face? We have our own resident weather forecaster with the details.
Hello, I'm Bronson Pachlokai.
And I'm Mark Prince. The Voice News starts right now.
And we start with breaking news off the top. The Voice News has learned that a stabbing victim from a February 6th fight was a full-time student at the Tri-C Metro campus. Anthony Martimus was found with a stab wound to his chest on the 600 block of East 123rd Street. He was transported to Metro Health Medical Center where he was later pronounced dead. Police say the investigation is ongoing as they try to figure out how the manner of the stab wound was inflicted. A police report says that a 21-year-old woman was arrested on the scene and that she and Martimus were having a fight, but police have not revealed the identity of this woman, and so far no charges have been filed. Martimus enrolled in Tri-C in the fall and was currently taking classes in construction engineering technology.
So I was really shocked because one of my friends knew him really well, and it was kind of like a big thing for me because it kind of felt like that could be me or it could have been my friend.
Police are urging anyone with information on this case to call detectives at 216-623-5464.
Single-digit temperatures did not stop people from gathering for a breakfast at a Martin Luther King Jr. celebration at Cleveland State. CSU and Tri-C united as one at this celebration forum where perceptions from young and old were compared. King's famous "I Have a Dream" speech was the theme of the event. Students were interviewed earlier on video about what their dreams were and what some of the words from King's dream speech meant to them.
To make real the promises of democracy.
Making real the promise of democracy. To me, I am actually a big part of that here at Tri-C's Eastern Campus because I joined student government. I went to the school my first year and didn't like some things that were going on or maybe wanted to see some things better, and also my classmates had complaints about things, so I decided if nobody else is going to get it done, why don't I do it? So I joined student government, and what that means to me is being a part of the process that you're involved in.
And it was great. We had opportunity to bring in the intergenerational piece, and we wanted to just spark some conversation in regards to what are folks' dreams and how are things nowadays, especially after the MLK speech. You know, when I think about what's the perception of black folks, I guess in a sense, you know, it's things are not as different as folks would say. You know, it just looks different, right? I do think it's a little better, but it just looks different because you still have your racism, you still have your oppression, you still have, you know, all that other stuff. But I think sometimes as black folks, we're struggling with our identity.
This was the 23rd annual King Celebration Breakfast. Next year, it will be held at a Tri-C campus. As part of Black History Month and its events at Tri-C, the survivor of the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing will share her story at the Metro and Western campuses. The 1963 bombing in Birmingham, Alabama killed four girls and shocked the nation as the civil rights movement was underway. Sarah Collins Rudolph will speak at 7 p.m. Tuesday, February 25th at the Metro Campus Theater and again at the Western Campus Auditorium the following day at noon. The event is free and open to the community.
It's been a strange winter with a couple of polar vortexes making a visit to Northeast Ohio. Tri-C shut its doors twice because of below-zero temperatures and snowfall. Students at the Metro campus had an extra day off because of a gas leak across the street, causing the college to shut down its heaters. How much longer will Old Man Winter linger?
It gets a little crazy, but at the end of the day, there's really nothing we can do about the snow. We've been having a lot of snow days, a lot of freezing weather, freezing temperature, but I do believe it's going to get better.
Well, Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow and predicted 6 more weeks of winter. What do you think about that, Mark?
To be completely honest, Bronson, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm ready for spring and summer. Bring on the shorts.
I want to go skiing more.
I need a beach. Well, for more details on when we can expect to see spring, we call upon our resident forecaster, Brian Ivey.
Yes, Brian Ivey, if this script will keep going, was a former student at Tri-C and was a reporter from the Western campus. Now he's a meteorology student at Kent State. Brian, please tell me spring is right around the corner.
Thank you, Mark and Bronson. I actually come bearing good news. We are going to see some spring-like temperatures here in just the next few days. So good news there. The map behind me is a temperature anomaly map. That's just temperatures above or below average, anything compared to the average mark. These cool colors, the greens and the blues, show that colder weather has been persisting across much of this winter. That, of course, is pretty obvious. It's been a brutal winter at times. This computer model forecast actually is from about a month or so ago, predicting what ended up to be true. One of the big blasts of cold air coming into the Midwest, Plains, Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, right here in Cleveland as well. Some climate records as far as areas towards our south. The state capital, Columbus, 19th coldest January on record. 12th coldest there for Cincinnati. Dayton with the 16th coldest. Right here in northeastern Ohio, Cleveland, one of the top 20 coldest Januaries on record. And of course, January is the coldest month of the year anyway, so that's some impressive cold, and we'll probably finish the whole winter in the top 20 coldest. Let's take a look right now at February so far. 11 degrees below normal. Only 2 days that we've actually seen temperatures above freezing. And some perspective for that, the mid-February temperature is 38 degrees for the average high. We picked up 13 inches of snow as of February 16th. So pretty impressive, but not as impressive with the snow versus the cold weather this year. This is the freezing line there, that red line. And guess what? There's some numbers above it on this chart. That does indeed mean that we're going to see temperatures above freezing, even above average. Let's get ready for a little bit of a thaw. A nice warming period. Round of applause for that. This computer model animation showing that the warmer air is coming in right now here with the reds and the oranges spreading from the west to the east across the country. Even some browns. That signifies temperatures 10, 20 degrees or more above average. So good news there for sure. On the 7-day forecast that was made back on Sunday, temperatures definitely indicating that warm up. 52 degrees there for this coming Thursday, and then staying in the mid to upper 40s as we get into the weekend. One computer model guesstimate as we go through March into early April is for slightly below average temperatures across a good portion of the country there in the blue. But good news, nothing is predicting a very, very cold March and April as of right now. Stay updated for more information. I'm NeilWeather.com forecaster Brian Ivy. You can always follow me on my Twitter account at WeatherGuy10. Have a good one, and back to you.
If you attended classes at the Metro campus, you may have noticed the construction happening across the street. The Cleveland Metropolitan Housing Authority is overseeing a complete renovation of all Cedar Central neighborhood to build affordable and sustainable housing. In the latest Voice newspaper, on stands now, reporter Robin Disman introduces the plan for the neighborhood, and in a follow-up report, you'll see the exciting future plans and photos on what it'll look like.
A new series at Tri-C will kick off this Thursday with its inaugural program called Missing Persons. The forum will examine the ways that communication and information sharing relating to missing persons have evolved.
The world media converged into Cleveland last year when 3 women were rescued from captivity after being kidnapped and held prisoner in a West Side home for more than 10 years.
The Voice News had crews on the scene, and we spoke with this witness on that day.
We didn't have no knowledge of them being in there, you know. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying, that you look at this guy as a regular Joe, you know what I'm saying. He's a hardworking guy, he drives a school bus, you know what I'm saying. He deals with kids, you know what I'm saying. It's just mind-boggling.
WKYC anchor Russ Mitchell will moderate the forum. Panelists will include Tri-C sociology professor Valerie Brown, Cuyahoga County prosecutor Tim McGinty, and Detective Jennifer Chach of the Cleveland Police Department. Also, author James Renner will be there. Veteran Plain Dealer reporter Jack Hagan helped plan the event, and this is what he had to say, what we expect to hear.
Help me, I'm Amanda Berry. I've been missing for 10 years.
Missing persons is a very complicated issue, and it's changed over the years. In the Seymour Avenue kidnappings, the light really shone on missing persons, and we thought it would be interesting to engage the public in a discussion about that and sort of take a deeper look at why the events happened, how they were covered, and all the different perspectives that come into that. The Missing Persons panel will be held on the Metro Campus Theater building at noon on February 20th.
The event takes place Thursday at noon at the Metro Campus Theater and is free and open to all the public.
The Behind the Headline series is a collaboration between the Tri-C Student Life and Journalism Mass Communications Department. the Press Club of Cleveland, and The Voice, which is your very own here, Tri-Cities student newspaper. Well, we're nearing the end of our newscast here, and we'd like to kind of show you around this place we're at. We're in the Recording Arts Technologies main studio.
Absolutely, and we would love to thank David Kennedy for giving us the opportunity to utilize this space. It's gorgeous in here, and we really, truly appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. And if you have a place that you want us to do our newscast from or have story ideas, be sure to get a hold of us. Before we go, I want to just really talk one last time on our breaking news off the top of the newscast. Police did confirm that Anthony Martimus, who was a stabbing victim from Cleveland's East Side, was a Tri-C student here at the Metro campus. We are in close touch with police investigators, and we'll bring you the very latest information when we hear if charges have been filed in relation to this murder. So stay tuned to The Voice website at cccvoice.com.
And you can check us out at our local newsstand right now. We are sitting on the stands for you guys.
Awesome. I'm Bronson Peshlikai. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Mark Prince.
You have a good day.